are we today?
Good.
Good,
How are
how are
you?
you?
Thank you for having
Um,
us.
yeah, no, thank you for allowing me to chat with you guys about your new film. Felipe, I kind of want to start with you first because I've had the opportunity to watch the film and you picked one of like my biggest fears, which is children. Um, so I need to know, where did that inspiration to come from to tell this kind of story?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me it was actually my first jobs in high school were as a babysitter, as a camp counselor, as a tutor. And I worked with a lot of kids and they're wonderful and until they're not. So I think that was the source of it. And there was one place I worked with this big tube slide, a big yellow tube slide. And I thought, man, that is the perfect place for creature or something to live in
Yeah.
and start infecting and creating this insidious force amongst these children. That was the source of it. And beyond that, I think I wanted to tell a story that was rooted in emotion and in a sibling dynamic, and that it was also just propulsive and real time and carried suspense moment to moment for 90 minutes, no fluff, just kept moving and moving.
Mm,
And then for Sochi and Aaron, for you guys, what drew you to this film?
Oh, you can go ahead.
them too. I think I was fortunate enough to see Felipe's work prior to this film, so I was already a fan. Sochi and I have been friends for a while, so
Mhm.
when I got the offer to come play, I was like, "Where's this movie shooting?" They're like, "In Cape Town, South Africa." I was like, "Okay, great. I just need to renew my passport." And they're like, "Well, you have to be there
Here
for
in
four
3 days.
days."
Yeah.
And that just yeah that was it was a challenge just to get there, but obviously getting the opportunity to work alongside them both, who would have passed it up, and then followed up with a wonderful script and kind of like a playground. There goes another pun, a playground to come just play the way in which we got to, and the collaboration between them two was wonderful. So
For me, it was the fact that I got to do the short film for with Felipe, and I'm just a really big advocate for Latino storytelling and filmmaking. And so when the opportunity came, I said yes. And then he asked me to come back and do the feature, and that's very rare. So I was like, yes, please. And just the fact that it was a horror, but I was, the lead, and it was a heroic character that has nuance and like a journey and a story, and more than just a movie. It has a relationship, something that we can care about. And yeah, I was like, yeah, this is good. I need to be a part of this.
And you both killed it.
thank you.
Thank you.
And Felipe, I do want to touch upon this because even though it's a horror film, you did kind of mention a little bit, but there's a beautiful story about the siblings in this between Sasha and Marco. And so, what was your kind of journey into developing that story? Because most of the time in horror films the focus is on the horror,
Mhm.
on scaring people, but in this it's developing their dynamic and their relationship. So why was that the focus?
hmm I
Hmm.
think I want people to have a great time watching the movie, feel the roller coaster of horror, but also have something to latch onto. And for me, it was my younger brother was a big inspiration, and it was
Hmm.
our relationship and how I'm trying to take care of him even when he doesn't know it. And there's that banter, but that it's also a lot of love there. I really wanted to dig into that. And from there, and no spoilers, but I think this relationship is really tested and goes through the ringer and it comes back stronger. I wanted to make a horror film that had hope too. hmm
And for Sochi and Aaron, you guys managed to pull off the sibling dynamic so perfectly. So walk me through how you guys managed to develop that, because there are some times where you see two actors playing siblings and you're like, there's no chemistry between these two. You guys knocked it out of the park. So walk me through how you guys did that.
A lot of therapy, lots of no, lots of games. No, no, we already knew each other prior, so
Yeah.
we kind of already. I have I don't know. I guess I sometimes see people and I automatically have some kind of like, I don't know, like, I don't know. I saw you and I was just like, I
I
can
was about to
make
say,
jokes.
I thought you were gonna say, well, I have 1,300 other best friends. Like, Aaron was just another one. I was like, oh, so I bet you're able to meet
No,
someone else.
no, it was like I met him like, I don't know, probably like 3 years ago now,
Yeah.
and I was like, it seems nice.
Yeah, we kind of just gravitated.
And we just gravitated, and from there the relationship grew. And so when we were looking for, you know, brothers and stuff, I was like, Aaron would be great. Aaron would be good.
Dynamic is real. You can see it here.
And it just really helped when we were on set, because then it didn't feel like something I had to really think about, and it just came naturally. That's the amazing thing about being able to like meet people and meet other actors, is that you can tell when you will naturally have that chemistry, because then the audience will be able to see that.
Yeah, and then there's that trust
Yeah.
factor too when we're performing, because there's oftentimes that's something that's built over time, and obviously we were fortunate enough and lucky to have known each other already, so there
Yeah.
was that rapport there. With oftentimes you have to in real time build that with someone while you're
Well,
working on a set.
because like you meet them like maybe like 2 or 3 days before you start filming, you're like, oh, we're best friends. We've known each other for years. And I'm like, I don't know you.
She keeps me young. That's the other part too, where that's where that real older brother little sister dynamic comes in. So she keeps me up to date with all the TikTok trends and the music, and if I wear something ridiculous, she'll be like, "What are you wearing? What are you wearing, Unc?" Is what she'll say.
You look chopped right now, dude. Take that off.
We all need that younger sister.
Exactly.
And then, guys, for my final question, what is it that you guys hope that viewers take away from this film?
Mm. I hope that not only are they terrified out of their wits watching the movie, but they leave laughing and having a good time. Because at the end of the movie, not at the end of the movie, can't spoil that, but at the end of the day, like I think what we really wanted to do is create a horror movie that is colorful and suspenseful and full of joy too. I mean, we have kills in merry-go-rounds and playgrounds and ball pits, and it's just something that leaves you smiling in a way, which is a weird thing to say about a horror movie, but I think it should. And beyond that, leaves you thinking a little bit about, you know, your own brother and or siblings and family. I think that's something that we want people to really take away from the film.
Well, thank you guys so much, and I'm so excited for people to see it when it is released.
Thank
Thank you very much.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.